Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm not really even sure you can hear me. It's so windy. Look at me. I'm like almost dressed for like cold temperatures. It's actually 53 degrees, down at least 30 degrees, and wind chill is in the 40s. I got my gloves. I got my winter leggings on. I got my sun hoodie. I got a winter hat underneath the, you can see it, Adidas there. And enough food and water. Well, food for 2 nights. We're going to be hiking in about 3.5 miles to Lance Creek Restoration Area where there's some tent pads. Depending on how we feel, we might go another mile north. They're sitting in their warm cars, and they're eating their lunch. I already ate my lunch, so I'm going to take off ahead of them. Stayed at the Under the Clouds hostel, sorry, and it was my very first day at a hostel, and I didn't know how I would sleep in the bunks. There was 3 out of 4 bunks in my area that were taken. I had the top bunk, which I actually really liked. It was much more quieter up there and private. They had curtains, so that was nice too. Hot shower. Went out for cheeseburger. It's nice having my car here. And I helped out some other hikers to go to the store and all that. So, we have a new hiker with us. Dave left us. And Mitch is now joining us for a couple days. What else? Oh, it's supposed to be 35 degrees tonight at least. I think it's going to be lower than that. I have never stayed in my tent below 42. So I hope I have enough warm gear in my pack. So I think I do, but I'll let you know in the morning. How about that? But I'll show you a few sights along the way. It won't be probably a long day of photos and videos because we got to keep moving. But I'll do my best to share what I can. So, have a great day. And if you haven't donated for Hiking for a Cure, please do so. Donations are coming in really slow, and really hope to get my grand total fundraise. So if you can help out, even $1 here, $1 there, that would be great. And I promise, if you don't announce it as anonymous, I will send you a thank you card like I always do. So make sure you donate. My information will be in the description box or at the end of the video. Take care and have a great day, you guys. I just climbed up to Preacher Rock, and this is by far the best view I've had on the AT so far. And the sun just came out. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. You can see for a long ways, and I don't know what, let's see. There's something over there. I don't know if it's ledge or like a granite quarry or something, but there's a lot of layers of mountains out here. And at the upper elevation, the leaves have not come out yet. So that's where I'm here. guess I gotta climb a little bit more. But I'm just like, wow, this is incredible. So I just did that climb to Preacher's Rock, and then there was more of a climb after that. And we've got this ledge here that I'm walking on currently. This is the view, mostly dead trees, and trees that haven't even leafed out yet. I don't even see they have buds on them yet, but this is the trail and it goes way down there. I did take off my winter hat, winter gloves, and my sun hoodie. So just leggings and a t-shirt or short sleeve shirt, and never wear cotton, you guys, when you're hiking. Bad idea. I would love to take my shorts off or my leggings off and put my shorts on, but it'd take too much time. And I have less than 2 miles to go, so I'll suck it up. I think most of the hike now is a descent, but I think we're gonna push on. I feel like I can totally push on another mile after Lands Creek, so that'll get us another mile closer to Bear Mountain. And right that mile after is where you cannot camp overnight without a bear canister. It's a rule, and it's like a $5,000 fine if they catch you camping anywhere between the certain, I think it's like a 5-mile section of the trail. So lots of bear activity, so I'm sure we'll see a bear tomorrow. All right, got some hikers coming up. Do you guys remember how windy it was at the summit? And a little bit further down, well, there's almost hardly any wind on this side. I came down a switchbacks back, and literally no wind whatsoever. Strangest thing. I just think I saw a hawk fly out there, but this is the forest on this side. I'm not sure what mountain this is that we climbed, and I'll have to figure that one out. But oh, look at this burrow. It's kind of, well, you can take it what it is. Anyway, you never know. Oh, look, I got something for you up the trail. It kind of looks like a deer. I like to look at trees and, you know, branches that are on the forest floor and try to figure out what they might look like. Well, I'm almost there. Let me go around this other tree here. There's some fern. I call that Vermont fern. But right there, that tree looks like a moose, to me anyway. I'll get a little closer. What do you guys think it looks like? You can see like there's eyes maybe. I'll zoom in closer. So eyes up there, there's the nose. I don't know, maybe the rack, but I don't know, it looks like a moose to me. Let me know what you guys think it looks like. This tree right here kind of looks like an octopus. There's all the legs. It's a huge one. Probably came down, I'm gonna guess either today or not too long ago, because I could see the root ball way up there, but it does look fresh. So very reddish clay soil down here in Georgia. It's a very windy day today. All right, I'm 0.7 for Farmlands Creek restoration area, and I want to show you this massive tree. This must have come down many years ago. There's 3 trees that came from one stump. I'll come around. I haven't gone this far yet to see how big it is. There you go. I'll zoom in. That's a pretty massive tree. There was a nice dispersed camping spot over there. But we are heading downward. They still haven't caught up with me, which I'm really shocked. But I'm gonna keep going. I said I would stop at Lance Creek, so I'll get that done. I did get some water because there's no water until I want to say it was 5 miles north of where we're going to stay tonight. So that's a long carry of water, unfortunately. It did rain last night for about an hour, but it doesn't look like it rained much in this area. So I'm being precautious and hoping that what I'm carrying I'll drink before the next water source, because the 2-liter I have, that's like 4 pounds, people. Over 4 pounds. So drink up. Okay, I just stopped finally and videotaped these plants. They have been over all along the trail since we started, and I can't tell if there's going to be a flower or not, but I just wanted to stop and show you. This is a nice little bunch of them. And there's a bunch over here too, and down that away. So I will take a picture and see what it is. Hey folks, it's Karen, and I'm speaking a little soft because it's hiker midnight, if you don't know what that means. It's probably 7 o'clock p.m. and everyone's in their tents. Just just show you what I'm wearing tonight. It's going to be pretty cold. Low 40s, may go into 30s. So I have in my tent a sleeping pad, which is that black thing, and it's a Nemo Extreme, and our value, I think it's at 8.4, so that's really high. So that should keep me warm. And then I have it's a sleeping bag liner, which adds 10 degrees, apparently. I don't know if it does or not. And then I have a quilt, Revelation quilt, and it's a down quilt. And then I have a sleep shirt, my puffy, which is down, and then my sleep pants and sleep socks. Right now my feet are a little chilly, so I hope those warm up, but it takes a good 10 minutes before everything starts to sink. So had a really good day today. Today was the first day that it felt really cold. It started off with all my winter gear, and then took my jacket or my sun shirt off and finished the hike that way. Could have worn shorts after a while, but it's so hard to change on the trail with, leggings and such. So I just kept those on. But a really good day today. I drank, I think it was less than 1 liter of water compared to 5 liters yesterday, 5 liters the day before that, and 4 liters the day before that one. So you can see what the heat does to me versus the cold. So tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer, but about the same temperature. We are sleeping at elevations like 2850 or so, and tomorrow's going to be a little bit higher. So we're down in a gap with not a lot of wind, so we're kind of protected down here, so which is great. And we're also by a water source, so that's even better. So I am going to sign off, and I'll come back to you tomorrow, and we are going to be hiking up and over Blood Mountain. I will show you the oldest shelter on trail. It's a little creepy if you ask me, but apparently there's wonderful views at the top, and then we are going to hike on to, I think it's called Bull Gap shelter area, and we'll tent there, and then we're going to hike out to my car, and we'll get our resupply, so 2 more nights of food, and then hike a little bit in, so until we find a dispersed campsite probably, and tent there, and then we'll move on to Unicoi Gap. So we should be at Neil Gap tomorrow, which I'll show you the famous tree, the shoe tree. And I'm also going to do a pack shakedown with the crew there. They are the experts. My pack seems to be too heavy, so I'm going to ask them what I could get rid of to make it a little bit lighter, because I've never really had a pack shakedown, and they're really good about it. So the only thing I need to buy there is a new sun shirt, because the one I have doesn't breathe very well, so I need to protect my skin a little bit better. So I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys had a good evening, and don't forget about my hiking for a cure for Alzheimer's. Greatly appreciate any kind of assistance you can provide. Have a great night.